want to win this as a major prize in the Syrian civil war, quite frankly, seem to be in danger of completely destroying that city in the process. And the other big problem that you also have, Max, is that one of the main groups in the rebel advance was one that was affiliated with Al-Qaeda until recently. And the big question is, do they talk to the U.S.? Do they talk to the UN? Would they talk to the Russians or even the Syrian government? So it really is unclear who would be able to broker a ceasefire if one is supposed to happen, Max.
Meanwhile, on the ground, these corridors don't appear to be working, at least for the people left in the city. What is the latest you're hearing from the battleground?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a very confusing situation on the battlefields there right now, especially in the southwest of Aleppo. That's where the rebels managed to break through a couple of days ago. They managed to carve out a corridor that they say is about 2.5 kilometers wide. However, they also acknowledge that simply isn't safe at this point in time to bring any sort of aid into the city. There were apparently a couple of trucks that managed to get into the city through a different route, but any sort of large-scale aids to be delivered at this point in time simply isn't possible because the Syrian government forces are still able to shell that road. The Syrian government, there has been some media outlets close to the Syrian government that have even said that the government has taken it back. That does not seem to be the case, but certainly it is still a highly contested area. What you have right now is you have shortages not just in the rebel-controlled part of Aleppo, but in the government-controlled part of Aleppo as well, where, for instance, the electricity situation and the water situation there very dire at this point in time. Doesn't look like it's going to get better anytime soon, Max.
Okay, Fred, we'll keep watching it. Thank you. For the second time in a week, Israel has charged an aid worker of assisting Hamas. A United Nations spokesman says they are conducting an internal review and will cooperate with authorities. Oren Lieberman has more.
The United Nations Development Program is $1 into Gaza, helping to rebuild the coastal enclave after the 2014 Gaza war. A slow and difficult process. Now a UN worker, 38-year-old Wahid al-Borsh, has been indicted by an Israeli court with directing UN aid to Hamas, the militant jihadist organization that runs Gaza. Israel says Borsh directed UN aid to benefit Hamas, claims Hamas says are baseless.
It's part of an Israeli plan to restrict the work of international relief organizations operating in Gaza in order to tighten the Gaza blockade.
It's the second time in a week an aid worker has been charged with aiding Hamas. On Thursday, 38-year-old Mohammed El-Halabi was charged with siphoning millions of dollars from World Vision, a US-based humanitarian organization, to Hamas. Israel says El-Halabi was a member of Hamas's military wing and used his position as the director of World Vision in Gaza to divert money to Hamas. In a video statement, Major General Yoav Mordechai spoke directly to the people of Gaza.